Good afternoon. We're going to be cooking kale and quinoa quiche today, spelled as Q-U-I-C-H-E, quiche. For this you'll need 4 eggs, about half a cup of milk, some mozzarella cheese, about 1 cup full of kale, K-A-L-E leaves, about half to 1 onion, some salt, pepper and garlic, and quinoa. Quinoa is sold which has seeds in this manner, but after you boil it, it should look something like this. About 15 minutes in water. About 1 cup of quinoa. And obviously, because you're cooking a quiche, you'll need a quiche dish. This is how it looks like. And let's get cooking. The first step is to saute the onions. Heat about 1 onion in some extra virgin olive oil or vegetable oil, whichever you prefer. After 2 or 3 minutes, once you see the color change, then we add garlic into it. And at this stage you can also add the kale leaves. K-A-L-E, the kale leaves. And mix them all together and stir. This is quite a busy video feed. There are 3 things you can see in the picture. Bottom left hand is the white quinoa, that's this stuff which you boiled for 15 minutes earlier. This is the quiche tray which I've lined with baking paper, and I've placed the quinoa which is boiled at the bottom layer of the quiche tray. This is after 5 minutes of sauteing together the kale, K-A-L-E, along with the onions and the garlic. After 5 minutes it appears like this. It's got a very heavenly smell. This stuff can be left aside. And the third dish, here are those 4 eggs which I've broken along with the mozzarella cheese. You can use any amount of mozzarella cheese you like according to your tastes. I kind of like to use half a cup or quarter cup. And I can use quarter cup to half a cup of milk. That's the whitish stuff you see as well in this. I haven't mixed them all 3 together yet, but they'll have to be stirred together, and all 3 have to be mixed together, and then we proceed to the next step. Here is the mixture of the mozzarella cheese, the milk and the eggs all mixed together. Remember, after sauteing it for 5 minutes, the heating was off, so this was left as it is without any heating. The onions and the kale and the garlic. So now we're going to add this mixture onto this. And we're going to mix all this together. And once mixed, this mixture goes into this, and then we do the baking. And now we have poured the mixture on top of the quinoa in the quiche dish. I haven't mentioned, but you can also add salt and pepper into that mixture of kale and onions and garlic, so that the salt and pepper is already in there. Now this whole thing has to be put into the baking dish. Therefore we are now going to bake it, and the setting should be around 200 degrees centigrade for about 10 to 15 minutes. The whole thing is going to be put into the baking tray now. We're going to bake it now. And here is the completed product of the quiche. You can see the kale leaves, the mozzarella cheese, bits of the onions. Absolutely heavenly smell. Ready to eat. Let's dig in. Enjoy.